Johnson Sakaja. It's an all questions night for him tonight. You can share yours as well. Governor, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
Where have you been, Governor? It seems everybody's looking for you, but nobody can find you.
All over the city.
All right.
Yes.
But all over the world as well?
No. Just one 7-day trip, but I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Senate is looking for you. They can't seem to find you. Professional associations say they can't seem to find you either.
No, that is not true.
How is this the case?
That is not true. The Senate was aware of my trip last week. Just it's a normal trip. And the professional associations know where City Hall is, and I'm always available to meet them.
They say they've tried to reach you for over 1 year, Senator, and you have snubbed their calls or requests for a courtesy call to talk about some of the issues of Nairobi. The Senate has also censured you,
association?
Governor. The Architectural Association of Kenya's president, Florence Nyole, was here.
Yeah, that's quite aggressive, and Citizen has been doing this lately. I like how aggressive the approach is. It's like the journalists are tired of lies, and the citizens are also tired of lies.
On Citizen Television, and she said, together with several other professional associations, they have tried to reach out to you for over a year, and that you have snubbed that. The Senate itself says you have snubbed them. In fact, Governor, you have been fined 3 times by different Senate committees. Where are you? Why can't people find you?
Well, that...
I think this will be the theme for this interview, where she'll be grilling him on the same exact point over and over. I think the accusation, what she's accusing the governor of, is like people are feeling like he's an absentee governor, and it's like he no longer cares about what people of Nairobi are going through.
That is not accurate, and I have messages between us, not just with the association, in fact, Florence herself, where I've spoken to her. I think it's all a matter of scheduling. I've gone to the Senate more than 11 times, more than any governor in the last 1 year, and I don't think they don't know where to find me. Out of the 14 or so invites, I've only missed 2 invites in the last year, and I can tell you exactly which dates they've been.
Okay, we can come back and talk about those invites specifically. But Governor...
You can tell from her response, she's not buying that bullshit.
Then some would say that your style of leadership is perhaps one that doesn't seem to respect those you report to. As a public servant, Governor, who do you report to?
How would it be if I've attended more than 11 times?
Who do you report to, Governor?
To the people of Nairobi.
And when the people summon you through the Senate?
I'm always there.
Okay.
I've visited twice or thrice.
All right, we'll come.
Yeah, you can tell from the, like, she has a point she's trying to put across. Like, she's not letting it be. And the idea is, you are an absentee governor, you must tell us why. You can't be evasive on the question, and you can't dodge the question.
Come back and talk about that number, because it looks like it's slightly different from that.
No, it's not. Everything is on Hansard. All communication is official. It's just when you sensationalize a meeting that is missed, you know. But
Governor,
I would challenge you to
Governor,
show me,
yes.
challenge you to show
Governor,
me
it's
a
not
governor
just one.
who's been to the Senate.
No, we're speaking to you, the governor of Nairobi, today.
Yeah.
In fact, that number, in November of 2023, you were censured by the Roads, Transport and Housing Committee, 500,000 shillings. You snubbed 7 requests to appear before them. In fact, they say you didn't appear before them the whole year. This year, the Senate PAC committee has fined you for not being present to discuss issues of, the financial audits.
No,
the Energy Committee has fined you.
Committee has not fined.
Hang on 1 second. The Energy Committee has fined you.
Wow, she's too aggressive. If it were me, I'll kind of be tensed. But I like how comfortable this guy is. Like he likes such uncomfortable situations. Let's see what's coming.
Twice. 500,000 shillings for failing to appear on 2 occasions. In fact, you have failed to appear before the Energy Committee to answer to questions of the Mradi explosion. How do you account for this time? Why aren't you available to the people that you report to?
What I'm telling you, I've been there more than 11 times, and I can give you the exact dates that I've attended, and I've attended more than any other public official to the Senate. And I'm always available. I've been a senator. I know the place of the Senate and the place of oversight. And it's just a scheduling issue. I've been there many times, and I'll give you the exact dates.
Governor, before the Energy Committee, you have not appeared regarding the issue of Mradi, which was, I mean, for the purpose of context, a serious explosion in your county that killed 6 people and injured over 200 others. Several other senior government officials have appeared before the Energy Committee, including the Cabinet Secretary, Churchill, the EPRA Director General have appeared. You have not made a single appearance. What do you think this says to the people of Nairobi and to the people of Mradi in terms of just being accountable to explain and to show that you care for the lives that were lost and those that were injured?
I think
Yeah, he's obviously going to fabricate a very sweet lie. And one thing I applaud the people of Kenya Kwanza is they have the best publicist. Like, they'll never accept a mistake, and they'll always have a counter-attack. So let's listen to what he'll have to say.
As I've said, let's get the record straight on the number of times I've appeared to the Senate.
No, we're talking about...
Yeah, he's definitely sticking to the narrative, and it's the simplest one. Like, I've appeared there more than any other governor, so any other thing you're telling me is bullshit. And Yvonne Okwara is also not having... So,
About the Energy Committee, let's perhaps take it step by step.
Yeah, we can go to the Energy Committee. I think the 2 times we've had to reschedule, I've spoken to the chair himself. At one occasion, I was with him at a funeral in... my MP for Embakasi Central had lost his dad.
Yeah.
I was with him. The other time, I had a different engagement.
And during that funeral, however, Governor, the senators who were part of that committee actually attended that committee and still made it to the funeral.
They had choppers. I was going by road.
Okay.
I was not able to afford going by chopper.
And
yeah, that's a clever one. I think he also came prepared, because this is definitely war. And... everyone's ego is at stake, and everyone has to be right. And I think if he would have been a sane guy, this is the perfect moment to apologize and be real. But he decides to keep to a narrative. And let's see if Okwara will have a gotcha moment.
And so when you place it, and this is not in any way to diminish the death of and the funeral of the person that you were attending.
Yeah.
But when you take a look at that, your mandate as the governor of Nairobi is to be able to appear to answer these questions.
Yeah, I admit it's
but so how do you prioritize your constitutional mandate to appear before the Senate and to answer to these questions of accountability? Which do you place? Is it to attend the funeral of a friend, and you know, granted, that is an unfortunate... Yes, and that is an unfortunate incident.
Yeah.
But listen to the people of Mradi who are saying you picked one over the other.
It's not one over the other. When you reschedule a meeting, you actually have a discussion. I spoke to the chair. I told him, look, we're both attending this thing. Can we move it? And my letter to the Senate actually indicated that. Meetings are rescheduled all the time. Even here, I'm sure.
Yours seem to happen more often than most.
No.
Oh, shit. Like, she has really come back. Because I think for such guys, or people in that movement, you have to be ready with the comeback, because they are very good with publicity, and they're all very good with comebacks, and they'll give you the most available and the most basicest of lies. So far, many points for Yvonne and many points for Sakaja. He's also good at this debating thing.
It's not more, 3 is not more than 11, Yvonne.
Okay. 3 is not more than 11. So how about the 7 of the Roads, Transport and Housing Committee, which was essentially, hang on a second, which was essentially to answer to questions of the housing regeneration program in Nairobi.
I attended and I answered.
Yes, you snubbed 7 times.
I attended and I answered.
Oh, wait, you actually appeared on the 7th after snubbing 6 times.
No.
Gotcha.
That is not true.
So what you're saying
look at the facts.
So no, hang on. So what you're saying is the Senate committee that then decided to fine you 500,000 shillings for not appearing before them the whole year. Are you saying that committee is lying?
I've been a parliamentarian 10 years, and you have 2 instances to invite somebody and then issue a summon. The Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act then provides when you can decide to find that person. It is not 7 times. And we can go into I mean, if that's what you want us to discuss today, when I was where, we can discuss that. I hold public accountability to the highest regard, and that is why I've attended the Senate more than anybody else.
But there are these specific committees, so we'd like to, just sort of get responses to that, including the Senate's Public Accounts Committee.
And I think I've given you that response. I'm available to them. I've attended the public, actually.
So why are they finding you?
In the last 10 years.
Why would you say they're finding you if you're available?
Allow me to finish. In the last 10 years, I've attended that same committee more than all my predecessors. I have responded to audit questions of years where I have not been. In fact, even the last one they called me is not my year of audit. It is 2021, 22, where I was in the Senate, And before that meeting is done, I tell the chair, look, I had this prior scheduled meeting, kindly can we reschedule? And I have all those messages. It is normal. And it is not just Nairobi. The Auditor General audited all counties. Many meetings are rescheduled. I don't think there's need to sensationalize it. And the meeting will happen. The housing meeting happened. The energy one will happen. The public accounts to discuss the audits of Nairobi County from 2020, 2021, 2022. When I was in the Senate, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's no reason. When you ask a question, you should actually look at what would the motivation not to attend be.
Tell us.
Why would I not want to attend a meeting?
Why wouldn't you? Yeah.
Why would I want not to attend a meeting of an audit of a previous governor? There's no reason. It's just scheduling. And so I think it's been.
Let's talk then about.
I think it's been overhyped, over sensationalized. Just given the fact that compare all the 47 counties, all the public officials who've been called 15 times and have attended more than 11 times. I think your assessment is not fair.
Well, with respect, we are speaking to you as Governor of Nairobi.
Yes,
and when we
even on me alone,
and when we speak
11
to
out of 15 is not a fair assessment.
Shouldn't you be
should talk about the 11, not the 3.
So where are you when you are not appearing before the Senate?
On which
what are you traveling? Well, you've said you informed them that you were traveling, for instance, with
I can give a proper account of what the 2 or 3 trips have brought to the people of Nairobi. I'm very happy to do that. We've gotten $100 million for water expansion and sewer. We've gotten partnerships through C40 Climate Change. When the Africa Mayoral and Leadership Institute at C40 I deputized the Mayor of London. All of these things come to the city, and they're things that we need. Nairobi is a global capital, and the partnerships that we require for the city, many of them have to be secured elsewhere.
Okay.
And I'm very proud.
And you are the one that must go for all of these meetings.
I'm the one who's the governor of Nairobi.
You have a deputy. You have CECs as well.
They invite the governor.
And you cannot delegate?
No.
But you can push a Senate committee meeting for that?
Not push, we can reschedule. And we've rescheduled 3 meetings.
Okay, well, we'll come back and talk a little bit more about that. Accountability, who you report to, plus many of the issues that are plaguing the city of Nairobi, the county of Nairobi. And you'll tell us more about what you've done.
Very happy
and many
to
of
do
the
that.
questions. Yes, happy to have you. Finally, we have the governor of Nairobi County. In case you've been looking for him, he's right here on Citizen Television. If you've got any questions for him, please use the hashtag #TheExplainer. We will get.
This is definitely one of the best and toughest and the most weird interview, because on the part of journalism, she was doing great, but to some level she over insisted on it, because I think she wanted an apology which she wasn't getting. So from her frustration, she decided to frustrate the guy. Because is he an absentee governor? Yes. And everyone knows that. So asking it over and over helps nobody. Because he won't apologize for it. He won't accept his mistake. Like the team he plays for, they never accept any wrongdoing. They're the most perfect people that have ever existed in this country. With no wrong. Any wrong that has happened in the previous regime. For them, they are the most perfect people with the perfect track record. So Yvonne trying to get an apology from him is close to impossible. So it's a waste of time for us, the citizens, and also for her and the airplay. But I'm glad it happened, and I'm glad that citizens are taking journalism to the next level, where you approach them with the reality. You give the hard punches, like the way Yvonne is doing, like the way also Linturi was put against Allen Namu, because these people are always lying, and it seems like the journalists are tired and the citizens are also tired. So for Sakaja, when you listen to him talk, you can be really impressed on how good of a person or how good of a leader he is. But the actual things he's doing, like the things in Kilimani where people are building extremely high buildings, it's a sad state of affairs because it's a cramped place with the poor sewage, with the poor road system. Then you take thousands of people to that area. What good can it do to those people? Because we are now creating vertical slums on the most prime land and bringing down the value of people who had previously owned land in those areas. And who are getting those contracts? The Chinese are the ones getting those contracts. So is it money over service, or what is it? Because if he's saying that they must be built the tall skyscrapers, there are very many areas they can build it on. It doesn't have to be in our portions of neighborhoods. It can be done elsewhere. That's my...
Oh my God!
I may not be your best, and I don't claim to be, but I'm the one you have.
Son of soil, nekadeli maombi.